Hey guys, Dr. Mike here. Did you know that over 90% of adults in the United States consume more sodium than the recommended daily limit? It's true. We're talking about a hidden danger lurking in so many of the foods we eat every day. Salt, we all love it, but too much of it can wreak havoc on our health. And the scary part is most people don't even realize how much they're consuming. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the 7 warning signs that your body might be sending you to tell you to lay off the salt shaker. We're going to uncover those sneaky sources of hidden sodium, and most importantly, I'm going to give you practical tips to take control of your salt intake. Because trust me, when it comes to your health, a pinch of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Let's get to it. All right, let's talk about why we're even having this conversation. Health is something we often take for granted until something goes wrong, but by then it might be too late. So, it's crucial to be aware of the risks that can sneak up on us if we're not careful. Excessive salt intake is a major culprit behind some serious health conditions. It's not just about the taste, it's about what happens inside your body when you consume too much of it. First and foremost, it can lead to high blood pressure, also known as hypertension. This condition is often called the silent killer because it doesn't always show symptoms until significant damage has been done. Think of your blood vessels like highways and salt like traffic. When there's too much traffic, the highways get congested, causing delays and stress. Too much salt or traffic increases the pressure on those vessel walls, making your heart work harder. This constant pressure can lead to serious complications over time. Over time, this constant strain can damage your heart, increasing your risk of heart disease, heart attacks, and even stroke. It's like running an engine at full throttle all the time. Eventually, something's going to give. And it's not just your cardiovascular system that takes a hit. High salt intake can affect multiple organs and systems in your body. High salt intake has also been linked to kidney disease. Your kidneys are vital for filtering out toxins and waste from your blood. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering waste products from your blood, and too much salt can overload these essential organs, leading to damage and decreased function. This can result in chronic kidney disease, which is a serious and often irreversible condition. And if that's not enough to make you put down the salt shaker, consider this. Excess salt can also contribute to osteoporosis, a condition that weakens your bones and increases your risk of fractures. This is particularly concerning as we age and our bones naturally become more brittle. We're talking about long-term health consequences here, guys. These are not issues that will just go away on their own. They require proactive management and lifestyle changes. The good news is, by being mindful of your salt intake, you can significantly reduce your risk of these serious health problems. Simple changes like reading food labels, preparing meals at home, and choosing low sodium options can make a big difference. It's all about making informed choices for a healthier future. So, you might be thinking, Dr. Mike, I don't even use that much salt. You might be diligent about not adding extra salt to your meals, and that's a great start. But the reality is the salt shaker on your dining table is just the tip of the iceberg. But here's the thing, salt hides in plain sight. It's not just about the visible salt you can see and control. You see, it's not just about how much salt you sprinkle on your food at the dinner table. The real culprits are often hidden in the foods we eat every day without even realizing it. The majority of the sodium we consume comes from processed foods and restaurant meals. These foods are designed to be convenient and tasty, but they often come with a hidden cost. Think about it. Those frozen dinners, canned soups, packaged snacks, and takeout containers. They're often loaded with sodium to enhance flavor and extend shelf life. It's a trade-off between convenience and health. Even foods that don't taste particularly salty can be surprisingly high in sodium. It's a sneaky ingredient that can be found in unexpected places. Bread, salad dressings, sauces, condiments, they can all be sneaky sources of salt. You might not think twice about that slice of bread or a drizzle of dressing, but they can add up quickly. And let's not forget about restaurant meals. Dining out is a treat, but it often comes with a hefty dose of sodium. Chefs love to use salt to make their dishes pop, but those generous seasonings can really add up. A single restaurant meal can sometimes contain more sodium than you should consume in an entire day. So, how do you navigate this salt minefield? Knowledge is power. Being aware of where sodium hides is the first step to making healthier choices. Start reading food labels carefully. It's a small habit that can make a big difference in your overall sodium intake. Pay attention to the sodium content per serving and how many servings are in a package. This can help you make more informed decisions about what you're eating, and when you're eating out, don't be afraid to ask for your meal to be prepared with less salt. Most restaurants are happy to accommodate dietary requests, and it can significantly reduce your sodium intake. Chapter 3. Taming the Salt Monster. Practical Tips for Success. Alright, now that we've identified the enemy, let's talk strategy. Reducing your salt intake is a journey, not a sprint. It requires a thoughtful approach and a willingness to experiment with new flavors and techniques. Reducing your salt intake doesn't have to mean sacrificing flavor. In fact, it can open up a whole new world of culinary possibilities. By focusing on fresh, high-quality ingredients, you can create delicious meals that are both healthy and satisfying. Here are some practical tips to help you take control of your salt intake. These tips are designed to be easy to implement and can make a big difference in your overall health and well-being. First and foremost, cook more meals at home. This gives you complete control over the ingredients and allows you to adjust the salt content to your liking. Plus, cooking at home can be a fun and rewarding experience, especially when you involve family and friends. When you cook at home, you can measure and control the amount of salt you use. Start by using less salt than a recipe calls for and taste as you go. You might be surprised at how little salt you actually need to make a dish flavorful. Experiment with herbs, spices, citrus juices and vinegars to add flavor without relying on salt. Fresh herbs like basil, cilantro and parsley can add a burst of freshness, while spices like cumin, paprika and turmeric can add depth and complexity. Garlic, onion, ginger, cumin, paprika, oregano, thyme. The possibilities are endless. These ingredients not only enhance the flavor of your dishes, but also offer numerous health benefits. When you do buy packaged foods, opt for low sodium or no salt added varieties. Many brands now offer these options, making it easier than ever to reduce your salt intake without sacrificing convenience. And remember those food labels we talked about? They are a valuable tool in your quest to reduce salt. Always check the sodium content and compare different brands to find the best options. Make them your new best friend. By becoming more aware of the sodium content in the foods you buy, you can make more informed choices and gradually reduce your overall salt intake. Compare different brands and products and choose the ones with lower sodium content. This small change can have a big impact on your health over time. Don't be afraid to get creative in the kitchen. Try new recipes, experiment with different ingredients, and have fun with the process. Cooking should be an enjoyable experience, and reducing salt doesn't mean you have to compromise on taste. You can rinse canned beans and vegetables to remove excess sodium. This simple step can significantly reduce the salt content of these foods, making them a healthier option. And when you're cooking grains like rice or quinoa, try using low sodium broth or water instead of salted water. Gradual changes are key. By making small adjustments, you can slowly reduce your salt intake without feeling deprived. If you're used to eating a lot of salt, start by making small adjustments and gradually reduce your intake over time. Your taste buds will adapt, and you'll find that you need less salt to enjoy your food. Your taste buds will adjust, and you'll be surprised how quickly you stop missing that extra salt. By following these practical tips, you can take control of your salt intake and enjoy delicious, healthy meals every day. Chapter 4, Salt Sense Key Takeaways for a Healthier You. Alright, let's recap what we've learned today. We talked about the serious health risks associated with excessive salt intake, from hypertension and heart disease to kidney problems and osteoporosis. We unmasked those hidden sources of salt lurking in processed foods and restaurant meals, and most importantly, we armed ourselves with practical tips to take control of our salt intake without sacrificing flavor. Remember guys, knowledge is power. By being mindful of your salt consumption and making conscious choices, you can significantly reduce your risk of these serious health problems and live a longer, healthier life. Chapter 5. Join the conversation. Your health journey starts now. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced any of the warning signs we talked about? What are your biggest challenges when it comes to reducing your salt intake? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's support each other on this journey to better health. And if you're looking for more tips on healthy eating, be sure to check out my video on insert video title and link. It's packed with practical advice to help you make healthier choices without feeling deprived. Outro: stay salty, stay healthy. So there you have it, the 7 warning signs that you might be eating too much salt. Remember guys, I'm not saying you have to give up salt entirely. Salt is an important nutrient that our bodies need to function. But like with most things in life, moderation is key to balance. By being mindful of your intake, choosing whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible, and using those flavor-boosting herbs and spices, you can enjoy the taste of salt without the negative health consequences. Stay healthy, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.